Hi guys, Latoya here with thelittlecrystals.com, the place to be to talk about all things modern spirituality, life, business, all of the above, love and light sort of kind of place. And today we're going to be talking about how I do my shipping in my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop is Three Little Crystals, all one word. The link is in the description box below, so definitely check it out after this video if you have time. But what I'm talking about today is something that I have had quite a few questions about over the past month or so, and so I wanted to go ahead and get this video out. I do apologize for the delay, but I have a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I'll be filling you guys in on my spring. My first quarter of the year, I will be doing a life update video, so definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that. Anywho, straight to the video, let's get into it. First, I want to start by the question. Someone was asking, how do you figure out your shipping costs? This is something that they're trying to figure out, and they pretty much want to just know, like, how do I figure it all out? And this is what I said. So, hi, I started out with only shipping flat rate, USPS flat rate shipping for my shop. Therefore, I knew the prices automatically based on the calculations from USPS. As you guys know, I talk about the pricing all the time with USPS. They have different prices for flat rate shipping based on the envelope or the box that you decide to use. So, since I have tried shipping first class mail, since then I have tried shipping first class mail. First class mail is the regular 3 to 5 business day mail, which I use for like smaller items that really don't need to be in the flat rate shipping boxes or envelopes because it would just cost myself or the customer more money for no reason. I ship pretty fast anyway. If you have an order, I normally send it out the same day the next business day. So it says, so with first class mail, the items do arrive in a decent amount of time. As of now, I use both methods depending on what I'm shipping. For instance, if it's a smudge stick item, I ship first class mail because I don't worry about insurance. I don't worry about it breaking or bending. However, if it's a crystal, I do try to ship priority flat rate mail so that insurance is included in the event something gets damaged in transit. Now, do keep in mind that you can purchase insurance separately, but I'm just kind of like a all-inclusive kind of girl, so it's like the easiest way, which will, for me would be flat rate shipping. Okay, and then I said with first class mail, they weigh your item in the post office and charge you accordingly. And based on previous sales, I can now make an educated guess for the proper shipping cost. However, in the event I overcharge, I always refund that amount that I overcharge for. The amount is normally less than $1, and if I undercharge, then I just take that as a loss. So as you can see, there's a lot of trial and error, but I'm sure you'll figure out what works best for you along your journey. Best of luck. So simply put, it is a lot of trial and error. Also, what I wanted to tell this person as well is that they possibly could buy a scale from USPS because they have a scale that you can weigh your own items so that you can also just do the shipping online. Now, there is something that I have tried out, and I'm going to show you guys in this video what that is, and it's actually through Etsy. Etsy has relationships with USPS, FedEx, and if I'm not mistaken, UPS as well, which is amazing because their prices are actually less than business accounts on USPS. I have never used FedEx or UPS, so I will not be speaking on those topics, but I'm confident that someone here in the wonderful interweb of YouTube has. So definitely you'll have to go to someone else's video for that because I can't speak to that because I don't know about that. So now I'm going to pull up the screenshots that I have done today to get us started for this Etsy video. Okay, so it's coming up here. So first thing first is that you're going to see that you have an order. So you're going to go to your open orders tab. You can just simply get there by going here. And then when you see the order, you see what the person ordered, you see who it's shipping to, you see their name and their information, all that stuff, you see what they ordered. And then this is just something that I kind of keep up to make sure that I'm putting the right things together for the orders. which is great whenever you have multiple orders. As you can see, it says I have one open order and one is not shipped. And so I can now go here and print a shipping label or mark it as shipped. I only do mark as shipped if I'm shipping USPS, um, first class mail, because that's whenever I actually have to go in and type out the tracking information, because of course I purchased it in person and not online through Etsy. So now we're going to go to print shipping label. Here it pops up and asks you to confirm your username and your password, because I'm always logged into Etsy, so I don't know if this is just because I've been logged in for a long period of time or because it asks you every single time. From there, it brings you to this page for your shipping labels, and so it has the person's name there. It has the address, which you can edit. I've only had like one or two customers ask me to edit an address after they saw that it was incorrect on their Etsy. So you can edit their address there, which is great. And then you can also go to review the purchase labels that you guys have already sent out in the past. And then you can also see the options that you can change in your shipping form. If you need to update your name, your address, your phone number, you need to pick if you're choosing USPS or FedEx, which, correction, they don't have a relationship with UPS. It's just USPS and FedEx. And then just different download preferences, pre-filled shipping labels, or you can just fill it out on your own. So these are just like your settings that you have there. So going back here, you guys, there was a notification that says every year USPS and FedEx makes changes to their rates and services. This year the updates will occur January 20, it should have been December 22nd probably, and January 2nd, because yeah, respectively. Get your shop ready in time for these changes. So this is great. This is why Etsy is wonderful, because they have a great community of people that make sure that they have articles coming out to let you guys know about what's changing. So there is a wonderful article in the seller's handbook talking more about the shipping rates and those changes. I have already talked about this a little bit in previous videos, so I'm not going to touch on this today. So from there, again, you can now pick what shipping method are you going to choose. I always choose priority mail, 1 to 3 day shipping. And then I pick the package type. I always choose normally flat rate envelope or small box. I do have sometimes where I have larger orders and I use a medium box, but those are the only 3 options that I normally use. As you can see, USPS includes insurance for up to $100 for these orders that you ship with flat rate mail, which is great because last time I checked, it was just up to $50. So that's wonderful. If you're purchasing it through Etsy, that is great, because if you purchase it on USPS.com, if I'm not mistaken, it's just up to $50. This is, again, a perk because through Etsy, it's cheaper, and it's also, you get more perks through your insurance program. As you can see, you can pick your shipping date. Which date are you going to ship on? I always, like I said, ship that day or the following day. I do not do this ahead of time because I always want to make sure that I'm not assuming that I will get to the post office. It has to be a day that I know that I'm absolutely going to the post office. So I have filled out everything, and then I picked the label. I put how much the package weighs, which I'm assuming how much it weighs because it doesn't really matter for me, because I never ship to the max. And again, if I'm not mistaken, the max is like 70 pounds that you can ship for flat rate mail, and then that goes into a different category. Then you put a note to the buyer. I always put this note in there letting them know how I shipped it, let them know that it was shipped, so that no one's assuming, did it ship, is it going to ship, when will it ship? You'll know everything along the way. They don't have to contact me asking me, where's the package? Instead, it shipped this day. Etsy will send them their tracking number, and so they're able to keep up with it as well, just like I do. I keep up with all the shipping and the tracking because I have a no refund policy unless your item is damaged, and then you can do an exchange. And if it was a one-of-a-kind item, then of course I will refund you kindly, and then I'll be able to do my claim through USPS. As you guys know, I've talked about this in another video as well. And so with that being said, because of my policy, I just want to make sure that I touch base with them to say, hey, hopefully everything arrived, and I hope that you love it. And if anything, is there any issues, let me know now. Okay, now this screen is the other screen that I was referring to whenever I mark as shipped. If I am shipping it through USPS and I have to go into the actual post office, or if I purchase it from USPS.com like I did in the past, this is the screen that will come up. Right? This is a screen that will come up and I will put my note here, the tracking number, and which provider that I was using. Also, if you're not using USPS and you're using UPS or any other type of postal service that you have in your area, then this is a place that you would come as well, because as we just learned, Etsy only has a relationship with FedEx and USPS. So now that you have purchased, the great thing about this as well is that it's letting you know the thing you purchased, how much it's going to be, and it will be added to your Etsy bill, which is great because you don't pay for it the same day. If you ship through USPS.com or if you go into the actual post office, you will be paying for it the same day, which if it's not in your budget, or if you just don't want to pay for it right now, you rather pay for it later through your Etsy bill, then you can pay for it then, which is great. I did not know this until I actually used Etsy, and this was phenomenal for me because it's like, this is great. I don't have the money in my account from this purchase yet, so therefore I want to be able to wait to pay for the shipping. And that's a cool thing to me. It's a neat feature to have. Also, Etsy has different thresholds. After you reach $25, they will take out the payment automatically. So this is for like your charges for your listing fees, your charges for using credit cards, as well as your charges for your shipping. This is what the threshold that I'm referring to, which I can talk about more in another video. But Etsy has a $25 threshold, and after you reach that, it will automatically draw the money out of your account. And then you go to a $50 threshold. So once you reach $50, it'll continue to draw money out of your account for that particular billing cycle, which is a month long. And so this is really, really cool. Then it tells you purchased one label. Do you want to print it? Do you want to print a scan form? And the scan form is just like if you have multiple orders and you have the post office, the mailman come pick up the items at your home or your business. The scan form is really great to confirm that they picked up the right amount of items, and they confirm that. And if you just want to print the shipping label, then that prints out. I have never printed a packing slip, so I won't be talking about that today, which I think is probably just like an invoice sheet or receipt or something of that nature, which I can talk about later if I decided to use that feature. I always print the label and then I save it into a folder. I have a folder of all of my customers and all the shipping labels that they have. In the event that anything happens, in the event that Etsy crashes and something goes wrong, I have a list of all my customers. I have a list of all of their information, their names, their phone numbers, whatever they gave Etsy. I have a copy of that as well. And this is the label. This is how it looks. And it actually says that it's coming from Etsy, which I think is so cool because it's kind of like, oh, yay, this is my Etsy order. It's not like, what is this? I wonder who this is from. You know exactly who it's from. It's from the order that you had on Etsy, which I think is so cute and really cool. And then, what did I have here? Okay, so that's it, folks. That is the end. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope that it answered all your questions in regards to shipping. If you have any more questions that I did not go over in this video, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you with those. Again, thank you guys so much for subscribing. We are now a little bit over 500 people tuned into the channel. Like I said before, I want this to be a community as well as an extension from Etsy. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to collaborate in the comments below. If I don't know something, I will let you know in the comments, and then someone else can answer it later on. Thank you guys for all of your views in my Etsy success video. I have come a long way since then. I think now we are currently at, let me see how many sales we're currently at. Well, we reached the goal of 200 sales by my birthday. We actually reached 200 on my birthday, which was great, which is February 27th. And we're now at 206 sales here. Currently 105 reviews, which is phenomenal. I'm so happy about that because that's success to me. Just sticking with something that I have a desire and a passion for, that is what success means to me. And being able to connect with you all and be a part of your spiritual journeys is definitely a dream come true. So again, thank you for all of your support. without you, this would not be happening, right? So, until next time, folks, namaste. And I will see you guys in the next video.